another day, and something exciting should be waiting for me in the shed. Look what showed up this morning. Actually showed up last night. Massey Ferguson's new 7S. We're going to go and tip some dirt with it, and then the sales rep is coming down to have a little talk about it. But it's got 8S vibes in here all over. And I've got a big load on the back. So we're going to see what this thing's made of. We're off the road now, but first impressions are, I was towing these trailers full of dirt yesterday, same job, so we brought one home last night just to see if it, got the same sort of power. I don't know, there might be some settings I've got to tweak in there for engine power and stuff like that. I don't know, I was a gear slower coming up the hill. Doesn't feel as pokey, but this thing's only got 50 hours on it, so probably being a bit harsh there. It wasn't like night and day difference. There's plenty of power, it just didn't pull like our one yesterday, but our one's got 4,500 hours on it. It's completely bedded in, and yeah, Keithy said they do some freeing up over time, after they get a few hours on them they actually free up some power, and I think he's right, because although straight away the other thing I've noticed, they've got one of these fancy chairs in here and it moves side to side. It's the most comfortable thing. I was driving all day yesterday, and I think most of our seats on our tractors are standard, but this thing is comfortable. Straight off the bat, really comfortable. I don't know, that extra bit of movement side to side makes a massive difference. Peter noticed it when we had that John Deere on demo. It's important to make sure you get the right chairs in these things. I think these things should be standard, We're using these things for 12, 13 hours a day, 14 hours a day, some of us, I think a good chair should be a standard thing. I went on about the radios. I've got a bit of a turn in here. I've got to go over a bridge. Good steering lock straight away. Make sure the trailer didn't go in the hole. Very good steering lock, in fact. Like that. 42-inch tyres on this one. Josh will tell us all about it. I just wanted to, while we were waiting for him, I just wanted to, just quickly jump on. And unlike the 8S, well, me and Keithy have been, we've been around this sort of style now, so we're way more familiar to it. Straight away, you've got spools you can move. That to some of the other guys, they don't like it because they're not used to it. And they don't know how the screen works, because obviously new Datatronic 5 screen. Me and Keith are just filling some of these ruts in, so I've got a load of good dirt on, and we're just going to tip it in the holes. He's got a bit already leveling out. This thing's nice. I'm not. The gearbox is set up so it's not changing range, but I'll figure that out in a minute. Anyway, we're going to be using it. I don't know how long we're going to get with it. Most of the time you only get a few days, and I was hoping that Josh might, what I was really hoping for is that they were going to bring it down when we were haymaking, and we could stick it on a load of different jobs, towing trailers, tedding and all sorts like that. So maybe Josh might even be able to bring it down. We'll have a chat with him, see how long we've got it for. The farmer likes it in here. He likes this style cab. Now this it's a bit of a debate on this one, because they upgraded the cab for the 8S, and I said to him, the 7S cab should really have had a 4-pillar cab, but apparently that's in the works. It's coming. I think it's still a couple of years away, but it is going to be coming. And this thing ain't even warmed up yet. I can tell it ain't, because it ain't even shown me it's warm on the thing, so I'm being a little bit unfair saying it's not quite as meaty as the others, because the others were warm, obviously. But this heavy load, there's about 14, possibly 15 ton of mud on there, so it's not doing too bad, I can tell you that. You wouldn't be upset with it. New Datatronic screen. I think by looking at the top of the cab, it's got you know, auto steer and all the rest of it. Steering wheel. I've got to talk to you about this steering wheel. These inserts should be, hang on, rough bit. These plastic bits should be underneath. It just, when you're, I don't know, it just alters the feel of the steering wheel. I like the design. I love the design actually. I think the design's cracking. I think I might have to reverse down to Keithy. I've got to reverse up there. This should be fun. But the plastic bits just change the feel a little bit, and it just interferes with your steering. It's just I wish it was just underneath, so I've got a flat surface here to just, and it wouldn't take a lot to change that, but anyway, I'm being picky. Boy's showing off now with his mirror reversing. Where are you? Oh yeah. You can't teach these mad skills, they're just natural, you know. 13 years of bus driving. That's what it's all about. We're down here with Josh Goodhue. He is our local Chandler's rep for Massey Ferguson.
Hello.
And he's just dropped us a Massey Ferguson 7S 180. Is it a Dyna 6?
It's a Dyna 6, so the 180 boosted 210. So that's the size it goes on the Dyna 6, and then it goes to the DVT. It's the 190 and then 210.
Right.
Both boosted to 220 horsepower.
Right, so Josh is going to talk us all the way around it. Let's start at the front then, Josh.
So we've got an option on the front linkage, 3.2 or 4 ton, twin spools, obviously front linkage on that. Then we've got a new lighting pack that you can see on there as well.
I notice it's got brand new, we will show you when we get to it, but it's got brand new angel eyes.
Yeah, the signature lights on there.
Running lights, yeah, they look nice.
That's,
this one's got the front PTO, Josh?
yes, this one's got front PTO.
2 spools on the front.
That's an option on that.
What was the lifting capacity on the front?
So you can either have 3.2 or 4 ton.
Oh right, yeah, so plenty. Oh wow. And okay, so what's going on inside the engine? Is there any differences to ours?
That's a C2 6.6
Yep.
cylinder, stage 5. So yeah, you've got the power options.
So Dyna 6, very familiar. Same. Is there any? I noticed it within the screens because I've had a sneaky little go already. I've noticed you've put in there these options to change power responsiveness.
Yes,
gear change
exactly. Yeah, well that's all with the new joystick as well. You've got full.
Is that an engine control management thing though, to do that? To get the engine to do that?
We can run through that on the
Yeah.
screen. Yeah, and then you've got your brake and neutral on the pillar as well. So.
Yeah. I noticed there's at the top there's some new LED LED lights.
16 LED light package.
Are they nice and bright?
A-test. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
good and
same
bright.
as you got on the A-test.
And this one's running. What we got for tyres then?
650, 65, 42s on there.
R42s. And it makes that just picks the tractor up. It stands a little bit higher, doesn't it? They're 42-inch tyres. So 650s on there. So nice and wide. That's how we usually spec our tractors anyway. LEDs all the way around, Josh. Look.
Then rear linkage, we've got an option on the Dyna 6 of 7.1 or 8.1, and then that goes up to 9.6 on the DVT.
Right, that's lift capacity, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on the rear you've got 4 spools as standard, with the option on the DVT to have 5. But depending on the spec, the essential or exclusive, you either have manual spools or electric options.
Yeah.
That's part of it. Mechanical suspension, if active, that's an option. Exclusive.
What suspension has this one got?
That's the mechanical.
Mechanical. And is there an upgrade to that?
Yeah,
Is there,
that's
or
the
is
active.
there's active, so I think that's like Peter's one where you can change it in the cab for different types.
Yeah.
Okay. I noticed these are a little bit different to what we're used to. They're like quick releases, aren't they?
Yeah.
To allow the arms to swing. Is that right?
Absolutely.
So you can pick that up and the arms will go into like a float position. Is that right?
Yeah. And obviously, you've got your pressure release on these as well.
decompression. We had these before, didn't we? So you push that and that releases both of them.
Yeah.
On the 8S, you pull it forward, don't you? And it releases individual.
Your bottom one and then top one.
We noticed around the back here, the electronics are a little bit different to the spools, Josh. They look a little bit more higher quality.
Yes, yeah, and they're a bit out of the way as well, aren't they? So
yeah. And what else is on here then, Josh? We never use any of this.
Sensing and return to tank, power beyond. So all of that. And obviously these air brakes need to be changed, the couplings.
Yeah. So these are they're just different fittings, aren't they?
Yeah,
for air brakes.
Those over, but then ABS, dual control, just have a pin plug, and then it's your hydraulic brakes as well.
We've got obviously buttons on the sides here for easy putting implements on. We like those.
Yeah.
And the spool, that always operates the first spool, but you've got to have your handbrake on. Is that the same? And obviously a PTO on and off. We don't really touch that from the outside because you're just asking for trouble, aren't you? Anything else around the side here, Josh? It's a little bit different around this area, isn't it?
Yeah, well, your exhaust system stage 5, it's all in one.
We noticed just before Josh got here, we were all looking around it, but we noticed this here. The 8S is plastic, and this one's metal around the outside. It's mad, you know, little things, but we think that's nicer than the 8S cover.
Yeah.
But it just looks nicer. Do you think?
It is nice.
And the exhaust has changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, it's in line with the pillar as well, so visibility is better.
So when you're looking, I'm always disappointed with this because I like a good chunky exhaust,
Big chrome stacker.
But for safety and visibility, it's better, isn't it? Because it's slimmer, it's out the way, and when you're looking this way out the cab, you've got a bit more visibility, haven't you? But it looks the part. What sort of has it got GPS, Josh?
Yes, yeah, Novotel system on this.
Yeah, Novotel system, is
yes,
it?
Yes, Novotel system on this. Yeah, one dome, and you can select your different subscriptions like you did on the 8S.
Yeah.
And you can get through as well. So,
and they've changed the bonnet quite a bit, haven't they? They put this 8S styling.
The old Sabre sort of design.
Yeah.
So it's all in line.
Now I've said this a million times to you already, but everybody wanted the 4-post cab. What happened?
I think, in line with, I'm sure it will come at some point.
Yeah, I spoke to some of the other guys at the show, and they seemed to be quite keen it was in the progress of being done.
Yes, it will be, yeah. It's to try and, I think this development is to try and keep the costs, so it's, it's
obviously you can't do it all in one go, can you?
Yeah, it's a lot of research and development that goes into it.
I like the sculpting on the front, that does look the part now. This black vent wasn't there on the others, was it?
No.
Right, so Josh is going to take us up and show us what's new on the inside.
The new steering wheel.
Yes.
So we've got that.
I've been talking about this, Josh. You need to tell these guys back at the factory. I love this. Love the design. Love the. I love the two. You know, I love everything about it. I want these on the inside.
Oh right. Yeah.
So when can you hear it when I go over them?
Yeah.
It's just. It's not going to upset your day, but it would. You want a nice smooth surface around the outside.
Yeah, right.
But I like the design, and I like the steering wheel, and I like how chunky it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
It is. It's nice.
Yeah, and then we've got the new armrest. So you've got all your controls built into that for PTO, your linkage, radio, everything like that. And then obviously the new multi-pad. Got your cruise control gears on there, engine memo, your different ranges, and all the sliders to control. So you've got your auto as well now. So
yeah, what do you think on an auto on a Dyna 6?
It's great.
You like it?
Yeah.
We'll try it out. We'll have a go with it. 100%. We never ever use ours on auto. Never.
Oh right.
I don't know. They change. They just seem to change a bit. They never change when you think they ought to.
Yeah, well you can play with that. So you can play with the settings.
So we'll have a go with that while we got it.
Yeah, and then you've got your brake to neutral that's on the pillar now as well.
What's that? Sorry?
Your brake to neutral here. So if you've got, it's when you press the brake.
This one here?
Yeah, it'll put the transmission to neutral. So if you've got a loader on, it's a lot easier to use. Or you say with the round bailer,
Yeah.
So when you stop, it automatically goes.
Oh,
into
it
neutral.
puts it into neutral for you.
Yeah. So
And then
then you let go and then declutches.
So you don't have to touch a clutch.
No.
You just touch the brakes.
Yeah. That declutches it.
Oh, interesting. That's quite a nice feature, especially on a round bed when you're constantly stopping.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's,
This joystick here, then,
yeah,
Josh.
for your front linkage, obviously you can program.
That's the thing. So now it's changed a little bit. Whereas before we had, it's a job to. Once you've been in the 8S and this, you sort of get used to it.
Yeah.
You've got to try and remember what the old style was like. But everything can be programmed, can't it? So you can have spool 1 programmed
through
here.
the Datatronic 5 screen.
You can have it programmed here. I guess you can have it up here as well, can you?
It's more on the multipad, but
More
I'll
around this
run that
area.
through that, and then your transmission sort of controls you can play around with there. They don't have the auto button used to be on there for sort of pedal and lever mode.
Yes.
Now it's all back here, so you can run in auto mode off the stick as well.
Right. What, like a Varios type
Yeah,
thing?
exactly.
Oh, right. That's interesting. So this here, I guess, if you had a loader on, would work your loader as well. And what have we got on there? We've got side to side, back and forwards.
Shift, they're all programmable function settings that you can do through the Datatronic file.
I can feel a button on the back. What does that do?
I think that's for shuttle.
I'm testing you now. I'm testing the memory. And an F3 button, that's like a customizable button.
Yeah, that's all through that.
So we can put 4-wheel drive on there, answer your phone, sort of.
Yeah,
change.
Yeah, and then your guidance buttons here, obviously.
Oh yeah, I like that. And does it light up like the 8S?
Yeah, it was very
That
good,
I don't know why, but that just it's like I'm like a child. I like lights and buttons.
Yeah, it's a lot quieter cab. I think it is at 70 decibels. So I think you probably noticed that this morning when you were out.
We've got some new vents, Josh.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are new. I didn't see those
And
before.
your sound
and
system
a new.
upgraded as well.
Oh yeah.
So, winner for you.
I haven't tried it yet. We'll have a listen to it. So this is an upgraded one, is it?
Yeah.
So that's a DAB one. So you've took away your buttons here, Josh. There used to be differential buttons and four-wheel drive buttons.
on your armrest here.
They're now down here.
Yeah, so you got auto.
And we've got front and back PTO and our auto button. And linkage control. This is height control, isn't it?
Yeah. Then you've got your music and your phone settings there as well.
Yeah. I noticed, Josh, you've moved the button here for the arms.
Yeah.
I think that's I feel like that's a better place. Just taking that
if you're
tray
doing
off.
if you're doing your hitch.
Yeah.
It's better if you're leaning out. And then you've got this dual motion seat as well. The headrest comes round on.
Yes.
And then you've got heated on there here as well.
Heated as well. Cool. I noticed this seat, right? I've only been in it 2 minutes. I've just been up the road with a load of muck before Josh got here, and this one moves side to side. It's the most comfortable seat I've ever sat in, ever. I'm not joking. I've been in it 2 minutes, and I wouldn't be able to have a different seat now. What sort of seat is this? Is this a high-spec seat?
That is, with exclusive. Yeah, it's an option that you can get. So it's got the dual motion as well. And this.
You know what I'm going to say, Josh, don't you? This one should be standard, Josh. This is the one. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I guess you have to give people options, don't you?
Absolutely.
Is this the manual?
It is.
I'm going to study that tonight.
Nighttime reading.
I'm going to study all of that tonight. And on this pillar we've got the rear wiper. We've got electric mirrors and heated mirrors.
Yeah.
Wow. Long time of year to test those, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
No, we it's nice. Little things. And this screen, if we can get on a job, I don't think we've got any jobs coming up that we need a guidance for, but this screen in the 8S is really nice. Yeah. It all works, it's nice and fast.
Actually,
what's the ISB button for then, Josh?
That is...
ISA bus?
Yeah, that's ISA bus, and then you've got your steering below that.
We've gone to the 8S style screen. This is Datatronic 5,
you
call it?
Exactly, yeah. So you've got carousel on there as well, so you flip between these.
That's it.
So you can sort of set up, it's all customisable, and you can move these around as well.
Yeah. And it all works nice, you know what I mean? It works like an iPad.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's snappy. Everything goes the way it should. You swipe over there, you're on your guidance now. Spool control. This is the thing that gets the old, it's new. It's not
exactly.
the same as the old one, so it takes a little minute just to get used to it. But once you are used to it, it's nice. Do you know what I mean? You can just plug your spools in the back and then just.
Well, yeah, we can program all of that from. You've got, and then you can set the functions.
Oh, so you can use F1 and 2 as a spool as well?
Yeah, well, you can set the functions to exactly what you want there.
Yeah.
So all of those functions, so that would be valve 1, it's this one.
Oh, okay.
You can set that to.
Oh, your functions are.
For your front linkage, or well, select a valve on that. It's yeah, obviously you've got 2 joysticks, so yeah, you can sort of customise those to however you want them. And then with the ISOBUS controls, obviously it's all set up when you plug the implement in.
One of the things that caught me straight away was when I went rolling with the things was you have to engage the floats from the screen now, because obviously the buttons are down here. You would just push forward and that would be float, wouldn't it? But well,
you can engage
that did
that,
take
and
me.
Then it will go through that that micro joystick.
Yeah, but it's very familiar. Me and Keithy are quite familiar with this now. You know, some of the others haven't had as much time on this new setup. It's good. I like it anyway.
Oh, definitely. And what's nice about it is throughout the range, it's all going to be the same.
Yeah.
So that's why they've got the same joysticks here. So you can jump on one, you know exactly how to drive them. And it's all set
there's
up
the scroll wheel. That's what I was looking for, wasn't it? You press and hold that and then press the scroll wheel, is that right?
Well, yeah, that's how you can either set your cruise controls or your top speed on there.
Yep. And do you set it into all ranges on there? Do you press and hold that back?
Well, there's 2 ranges there that you can switch between.
Yeah.
So essentially a field and a road mode.
Yep. Spool unlock over here. And USB charging port as well. So I can charge you guys up on the go. That's 2 of them as well.
There we go.
And they are 3.1 amps, so they're good ones. They charge fast. Did you know that? You see? I know more than the man, you see? We've got a toolbox I can see, Josh, on the top.
Yeah.
That's back where it should be. And we've got a handle down here. What's this handle all about then?
Safety, isn't it? Safety first.
So they have to have that now, do they?
I think it's just as good as the design, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stepping down.
And we've got a toolbox here. Another thing we'd like, Josh, is a big toolbox. A deep one.
Yeah.
Just a deeper toolbox. Because obviously that looks nicer than one we throw on top. Do you know what I mean? But at least you've got somewhere to put some stuff, haven't you? Loads of gizmos in there. All the balls and links. It looks nice. It's good. Is there anything else you wanted to
No, I think you just play with
say
it.
about it? We'll
get it on a few different applications.
Yeah. Young Charlie has gone off to do her theory test for driving, and she's coming back. She's going to hook it up to that topper over there, and I think she's first on it. So young Charlie will be the first to use it. Right, Josh. Thank you very much. We will test it out for you, and then I'll do like when you take it back, I'll sort of do a thing. It's very similar to what we've got, you know,
absolutely,
but it's just a few upgrades inside, isn't it?
100%.
Yeah, I like it. Right, young Charlie's going on the first job with it. She's going to go and do some flail mowing over at some of the fields. Just around the edges where it's got rough round next to the hedge. We don't want to take that for the hay, so Charlie's going to go and do a nice job over there. And yeah, she will get first go on it. But first impressions are good. It's a nice machine. Well, you got to tell everyone how you did.
No.
Yeah, come on, it doesn't matter.
I got failed by 1 mark.
Failed by 1 mark, so we've got to go again, haven't we?
Yeah, but I changed the question. If I'd left it as it was, it would have been alright, but...
Yeah. Doesn't matter, you go again and get it done, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got another one booked for the 16th.
There you go, that's it, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Right, have fun on that.